The app I'm going to use today is Powtoon. So you can go to powtoon.com to sign up or log in, depending on if it's new to you or not. Just like any other website or app, you sign up in the same way with the name, email address, and a password. They'll email you and you send it back and you're ready to go. Since I'm already logged in, I'm going to go back and show you some pricing. Just click on pricing. The basic prices come up for the regular population, but we are lucky we can go to the educational option and you can see they're lower and different prices here, and then the free one is just the same one I'll be using today. Powtoons is an animation video and slideshow builder. So let's go up and create a new slideshow / movie. There's a few different ways that you can go into building one. I'm going to take the easiest way that I've found, which is start from scratch. So once it's completely loaded, then you can get going on your project. But while we wait for that, I'll show you that this is the basic screen that you're building on, this rectangle, and it's the same whether it's a slideshow or movie throughout this. It's just which one you select for the presentation. Otherwise, it's the same for building. So we could go up here to this office category, which is the category for all the layouts. And if you didn't want to do the office one, you can click on this arrow here and it will show you many other options. So here's the office. But one thing you have to be careful of is as you go through this list, you'll notice that some say Pro, and those are ones you do not want to do if you're using a free version of this, because many of the things are not going to work for you. But there's plenty of free ones that you can choose. And then I'm just going to go back down to here because I'm not going to change the style. And here we look at all the different layouts that are that we can choose from. So underneath this all category, we can narrow it down if we want to look at just slides. That would be good for introductions. And then we can keep going and adding on to that. We can do situational ones, etc. There are just so many options throughout this entire website that it's something you have to really play around with. One thing I can do once I decide I like something is to just click on it and it will go right onto my slide. If this isn't exactly what I'm looking for, I can click on any part of it, and just like in Microsoft Word and other word editing programs, you can just click on it and it's highlighted then. If you click it twice, you can erase anything you want to with backspaces. You can click on the whole thing twice and hit delete. So I went back to a white screen so I could easily show how we can drop things onto the screen. It can be text or an object or a picture or a sound or anything like that. We can choose how, when, and where it will go onto the screen. So here's the heart, and it's a lot smaller than I wanted it to be, so I can take the arrows and make it bigger just like any other program you would use. You can use the hand to move it around. And there's also other options for swapping it, flipping it. Anything is pretty self-evident that they show you on here. But one thing that's really important to notice is that on the timeline, you can see how the heart shows up halfway through. If we are going to play this, and it's a 9 to 10 second time span that's kept on this slide alone, the heart doesn't come on until halfway through. Well, I think it should come on sooner, so I'm just going to move this on down, and then we need to move our little hands a little bit farther up. And then if we want to play how it comes in, we can decide if it fades. We can decide all sorts of good things. I'm going to say that it comes up, and I also, my favorite, is when the hand brings it in. So let's play this and see what it looks like. There. Now, the beautiful thing about this is we can show that, and just the first second and a half, we can see what we've built so far. Now, I can keep adding things the rest of the way. We can make the heart stay there. We can manipulate all these other things. We can add words and people and animation to it. That's just the basics on how to use this program. I personally use Powtoons as an introductory movie for students as I substitute teach for them, so they know what to expect, what my rules are, and kind of gives a fun feel to the start of the day. Students can use this themselves, introducing themselves or introducing each other at the beginning of the year. Also introducing new topics or doing a report this way and sharing it with the rest of the class, and everybody can learn at the same time.